We out here today playing with the 68, and I come out here the other day and buffed on the paint a little bit, and this thing was a beautiful metal flake. It was a beautiful truck back in the day, but you can see some tiger striping, I guess, where the clear coats wore off, but she cleaned up nice. So we're gonna clean it up and a little bit more, and this will be the way she rides to the show. But I have taken the visor off, the factory visor off, because I just happen to, this is the factory visor right here, and it's, you know, just a factory low visor or high visor, or whatever you can call factory visor. And I happen to be watching an auction on eBay, which I don't hardly do anymore, and I found this visor here, which the application is 99 to 05 flat glass W900. And if you look, it's just a little bit too wide. But the beauty part of it is that it's all flat. There's no bends or anything where it's too wide. And so what I'm gonna do is take and bolt the other side on and figure out where we need to trim in the middle, and we'll just make it fit. So I think this is gonna be super cool. It looks like it might need to be tilted up a little bit more, but I've got it clamped to the old brackets that mount to the cab there, just to hold it up. So we'll work on it. It's just something cool that we picked it up for cheap. I mean, these things go for over $500, and I've got like just over 100 in it, and it was brand new. Somebody bought it, and I don't know why, but they resold it. The box had been opened, but that's about it. All the hardware was there, and so we got it, and we got it stuck up there, and we're gonna make it work. But yes, this paint was absolutely stunning back in its day, and I mean, it cleaned up really nice. So we're gonna do the rest of the truck. We did mostly on this side, on the top of the fender, the whole hood. We got this door, which it's ghosted with the lettering, which kind of shows the history, but it's nice and slick. I didn't do right here real hard because I don't want to get the pinstriping off. Well, I'll go back and get this a little better. But I got the sleeper, and you can see it really is nice. These aggravating lines right here are the lines to the rooftop AC, which we're going to take off the lines for now and decide what we're going to do with the rooftop AC later. But so I'll finish buffing this at a later date, sometime before the show or whatever. But it cleaned up really nice, and the rest of it will clean up really nice. I mean, it's not a new paint job by any means, but it'll look pretty good. So we come in here, we had to pull the headliner out to get to some of the visor hardware and stuff. So we've got the headliner out now, pulled the seats out and part of the carpet, and the floorboards, which is plywood, just rotted out, which I didn't expect anything different. So that's really minor stuff right there, which we will address in the future. But just working on it, seeing what we got. And the hole that's in the roof is really not that big. The AC is a lot bigger than the hole had to be. Alright, I got this visor fitted on, and it's got the center needs a little crease on either side of the bolts. Each side needs a like a bend with a straight edge. And there was a bend on the passenger side panel in the box. I saw it in the box. So you can see it pretty bad right there. But overall, not bad, and definitely not bad for what I got in it. And for not fitting the truck, like I said, this is a 99 to 05 application. I think I made it fit pretty good. So we'll do a little tune up on it and get it looking a little better. But overall, I think it pretty much sets the truck off all right. So we'll work with it. The bolts in the middle aren't the right bolts. It's got regular bolts in it. I'm gonna put button heads in it. And the middle doesn't have a support. The two side pieces do. I didn't put the middle support on yet. So we'll work out all those details. And she should be good. Like I said, I'm real pleased with the way the paint cleaned up. And it was a beautiful paint job at one time. But we got it. I mean, that's what it is. That's what's going to be. So we'll get with it and get the rest of it done. And there's nothing we can do about these places, but we'll get it all looking good, as good as it can look, and then we'll get her transferred over to the new chassis. Christopher been working on Boots' truck today, so we haven't done anything on this together. But the plan is to get this E-model motor right out of this frame, and then we'll take the B that's on the trailer over here. We'll set this in there and get it all hooked up and crank her up and see how she does. Somebody asked me what size oil pan is, or the sump on this pan, and they said it looks small, and it does look small in comparison to the motor, but it's the same size sump and the same size pan as the B model in my 95. So that engine takes 11 gallons, I think it is. Yeah, 11 gallons is the capacity on that engine. So, but I said we'll get it going. Christopher's working on finishing up on Boots' truck here. Had some broke exhaust studs. Oh yeah, he's hiding behind the turbo over there.
What's up, you 8-bagger haters?
But he'll be done with us today, and we'll be back on the 68 project. So fun times. We're getting it, and we still got to get this Freightliner unloaded. So we'll get that off the trailer one day. So, y'all stand by. Still a lot of stuff going on. Still a lot of stuff going on. and we'll show you as we get her done.